by the power vested in me by the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, it is my honor to formally announce you as husband and wife. You may now kiss the bride.
Her deepest, darkest secrets, I just wanted to read an excerpt that I think exemplifies who Kayla is. And I'll warn you, I'm going to read it phonetically as it was written. So this is from August of 2002, which I think makes her about 5 years old. Today I went to Jacqueline's house. It was grat. You know what? I think RV Day is grat. P.S. I might have a sleepover on Friday. Goodbye. Now, for those of you who don't speak 5-year-old spelling, I'll translate for you one specific passage, which is, you know what? I think every day is great. And I think a lot of us here would recognize that positive attitude as something that's one of Kayla's trademarks. You know, whether she's leading her soccer teammates at NYU, or leading her EY colleagues on a difficult project, or just rallying her friends for a night out, Kayla always has a positive attitude and warmth, and she inspires those same feel-good feelings in everyone who's lucky enough to be around her. But you know, we know in life, not every day can be grat. Sometimes life can be lemons, and that's why it's so important to find a partner that you can travel through life with. And I couldn't be happier that my sister has found her partner in James. And speaking of traveling through life, we've already heard tonight a little bit about Kayla and James's many adventures. And inevitably when you travel, sometimes things will go wrong. You might miss a flight, or lose a pair of car keys in a river, or end up in a Sicilian hospital, all just hypothetical things. Whether you were home or abroad, whether you were dealing with a minor nuisance or a serious hardship, the two of you never lost your good humor, your care for one another, and your confidence that together you can handle whatever life throws at you. Kayla and James, I so admire your partnership, the way you work as a team, fill each other's gaps, and make an effort to value and nurture your relationship. It's been so special to watch for these last 11 years. And today is an exciting new chapter in your relationship, now as a married couple. And I hope that you continue to bring out the best in each other. Try to support each other through whatever life throws at you, and find something grass in every day. I love you both so much, and cheers to Kayla and James.
Good evening. For those who may not know me, I'm Rob, and I have the distinct honor and privilege of being the best man tonight for my younger brother, James. Now, also dog handler. Now, before I begin, I just want to take a moment to express how incredibly grateful I am to be here today celebrating the union of James and his amazing now wife, Michaela. Tonight, as I stand here before you, I can't help but feel an overwhelming sense of pride as I reflect on the remarkable journey of my brother. Since early on in our childhood, when it was just the four boys, sorry Lauren, it became evident that James really wanted to carve his own path. Whether it was choosing football over soccer, which was a controversial decision in our household when your dad's a doctor, eating whole sticks of butter as a snack, or playing French horn in the orchestra, James always chose his own path. He continued that path through college, spurring the normal college job, selling selling knives door to door. And who here has purchased Cutco knives from James? Diane, I love how your hand is not up right now. When it came time to think about what to do with his life, James couldn't see himself in the traditional 9-to-5. Instead, he thought it'd be more fun to fill his college dorm room with cardboard boxes and experimental protein bars, eventually creating Atlas Bar. AtlasBar.com, learn more. To gain potential buyers and believers, he went from gym to gym, grocery store to grocery store to help build his business from the ground up. James always took the road less taken. He is the consummate trailblazer. And speaking of trailblazer, James has a seemingly insatiable appetite for unique challenges, which Kayla has been there so patiently to support. From 24-hour Spartan races in Iceland, to month-long chickpea and salmon binges in Texas, to a half Ironman in Puerto Rico, to walking the length of Manhattan in a day, tip to tip. I know many of you have been on adventures and challenges with him along the way, and supported him. Ragnar races, desert runs in Utah, countless white mountain hikes, all immediately come to mind. But what truly sets my brother apart is his ability to find balance. And I know Lauren touched on this last night, but as we all know, James loves challenges and thrives on pushing boundaries. But it's you, Kayla, that keeps him grounded. And we so appreciate that. Kayla, you bring balance to James's life in every aspect of the word. You are the yin to his yang, the calm to his storm. Together you complement each other in words that can't even describe. You make an unstoppable team, navigating life's twists and turns with grace and unwavering love. You are each other's person. So here's to you, James, my fearless trailblazing brother, and you, Kayla. And you, Kayla, James's life partner, partner in adventure, rock, and better half. Cheers to the happy couple.
When we were putting this wedding together, Michaela and I said, things will go wrong. Things will happen. The tent will blow down. Something will go wrong. Let's try to remember what's important. And what's important is this whole family gathered together, these two families becoming joined, and it won't matter if the napkins are the wrong color. Let's remember what's important is their love, their health, their togetherness. In terms of things going wrong, I don't have my glasses right now. That's right. That's right. Big sister. I'm going to wing this a little bit because I also have a prop like my daughter Jenna had. Only this isn't Michaela's journal. This is James's turn.
Oh!
But before I share anything that might be inside of this, I have to give you a bit of a background to what preceded the writings in this journal. James was 18 years old. He was a senior in high school. And his girlfriend of about 2 days was 16-year-old Michaela. Senior year was finishing up. They'd gone to prom. That was sweet. And now they were dating over the summer. And they were going to go to the movies and said, we'll be back for dinner. And they went to see the movie Monsters, Inc. Elves movie. That's cute. Except they never came home for dinner. And then a couple of hours passed, and a couple more hours passed, and I thought, these movies are usually only about an hour and a half for kids. And I started texting, and I got no answer. And I repeatedly texted, and I got no answer. And I finally said, this is your last warning. And I may or may not have gotten into my car and barreled across Hingham to get to the movie parking lot that was completely empty, save for one familiar-looking car that was decidedly steamed up. I did call halfway across town. I called one of my sisters-in-law, and she said, don't go there, don't go. But I went, and then once I arrived, I thought, well, now what am I going to do? So I tried calling one more time and got no answer, and then I remembered the boy. His phone number was in my phone. And so I called, and 2 seconds later, the lights on the car came on. Can you imagine? He's like, why is your mother calling? So I said, you better get home right now. Sometime later, shortly thereafter, James was heading off to college. And I thought, well, I should get him a little gift. So I got him a journal, and I wrote a passage to him. And I said, James, I don't know what the future holds. I don't know if you're going to be a part of this scene, whether you'll be at many future family gatherings, or you'll be just that guy. Remember that cute boy? What was his name? He was cute. I don't know what the future holds. And he wrote back in the journal. And he wrote this beautiful sentiment. And he said, your daughter is special. And I think I will be around for future family gatherings. And that was 11 years ago. And we've had many family gatherings since then. And now we have a mutual family that we all share. And I couldn't be more delighted to be a part of this family officially. Thank you.
I'll take the first opportunity to say, well, here are the three thoughts that I have when I knew I was going to be at this wedding today. And it was thanks, and it's gratitude, and it's pride. So I'll start with thanks. First of all, thank you to anybody and everybody that had a hand in organizing and executing this phenomenal wedding here today. The venue, spectacular. The weather cooperated. It was phenomenal. Ryan, terrific job. I also want to take a chance to say thanks. We had the rehearsal dinner last night. Anne-Marie, phenomenal job. We had a great dinner outside. There were great sentiments shared. A real emotional dinner, and really appreciated everything that you did. And all the helping hands with the bride of Christ. Bridesmaids, bridesmaids, everybody helped out. You know, it takes a team to make something great happen, and it happened, but it was spearheaded by Beige and Tom. So, thank you for that. As far as gratitude, you know, I'm grateful, we are grateful that we have a remarkable woman for a daughter. And when you think about what makes her remarkable, we could list all her character traits, everything that's great about her, everything that we love about her, but I think the thing that really stands out is her ability to make you feel good about you when you interact with her. And that's rare. Not everybody has that quality. And we're very grateful that that's the way she is, and it's on display this entire weekend. Everybody that she comes in contact with, everybody that she meets for the first time, everybody that she's shared a life with, you get that same reaction every time you visit with Michaela. So I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for the fact that she has found a life partner in James. You know, we've got to know James over the last decade plus, and what we've learned about James and his family, and it's so great. It's a blessing and a joy to have the entire family, your parents, your brothers, your sister, and sharing and involved in the wedding. That's special. That's important. Family's critical. My family's here, and they know what they mean to me and to us, and you got to have that. And you have an opportunity just the two of you to establish your own family. So grateful for that. When I think about pride, this is a time of nostalgia. You know, your girl has grown up. She's getting married. She's starting a journey of love and commitment, you know, in her own life. And the nostalgia part, I've spent the last 3 or 4 days going through old birthday cards, or handwritten notes that we saved from special occasions. And that one word always seemed to be there, and it was how proud we were of Michaela. It didn't matter if it was school, theater, soccer, whatever it was. We were just so proud of everything that she did. You know, her commitment to excellence, her drive, and we touched on that during the ceremony. Her fearlessness, you know, no challenge is too daunting for her. She welcomes every opportunity for growth. She shares in all her accomplishments. And I think those are the things that really fill us and our hearts with pride when we talk about Michaela. As far as James and the pride, before I get to that, it was touched on in the ceremony. I have to start with the first day I met you. Ryan mentioned it. They were going to go bowling, first date. They decided to go. Well, of course, Michaela said, we're not going. We're going to hockey. Some things never change. I don't know where she gets that. And, you know, I'm working, I'm doing the game, and I invite them up to the broadcast booth in between periods. I get a chance to meet this young boy. I meet him, give him a nice firm handshake, as I'm wont to do, and stare him in the eye, size him up, ask him, you know, what makes you tick, and the only thing, you know, I want to get to know this kid as quickly as I can in about 15 minutes. What's going to stay with me? Here's what stayed with me. I'm not much of a hockey fan. Been digging out of that hole. But over this last 10, 11 years, I've got to know James, and the pride that I feel when I look at him is just the drive that he has, his you know, when I think about that business that he started, just the concept, and then what it takes to grow that business, the commitment, the time, the sacrifice, the effort, the financial investment, impressive, really impressive. You got to take risks. I think that's a nice little window into what he was all about. I learned of his athleticism, Spartan races, it's been touched on. That was all new to me. I learned. And more recently, the conversations that we've had, his thirst for knowledge, learn new things, different viewpoints on life, different opinions, how you see the world, and then the actions that he has when you talk to him about integrity, doing the right things, and having the sense to know the difference between right and wrong, to be a good person. But most of all, what makes me proud is how he loves and respects and treats my daughter. I'm proud of that. So, do you want to give a toast?
To James and Michaela, our new son-in-law and our beloved daughter.
Hi everyone. I'm Dr. Scott Oliver. I'm the father of the groom, and I haven't had the opportunity to be a lesson, a color guy for years, so I actually have to go buy a note, okay? So, first of all, thanks for the Brickleys. You did a wonderful job. It's a wonderful place. It's a wonderful venue. We had a wonderful wedding. It's great that you put this all together, and And you know what? The gods of the weather supported us. So, like a big hand for the gods. Shout out to God. Thank you all for being here to celebrate the marriage of my son and his wonderful new wife. Today is a day filled with love, joy, and the promise of a bright, beautiful future. To my son, I want to say how proud I am of you as a human being and the person that you've become. How much joy you brought into my life and my happiness and the pride in my life. Watching you grow and meet these challenges, you've been so great. One of my greatest joys. And to say today, seeing you married, the love of your life fills my heart with even more pride and happiness. To my new daughter-in-law, I want to welcome you to our family. You've brought a special light into our lives, and I'm grateful for the love and happiness you brought to my son. I see the way he looks at you, and it's clear that two of you share a deep and abiding love. I'm excited that you have joined our family. Marriage is a journey that requires love, patience, and understanding. It's about growing together, supporting each other, and building a life filled with shared dreams and aspirations. I have no doubt that the two of you will accomplish all this. You'll grow stronger every day. As you embark on this new chapter of your life, remember always to communicate openly, cherish these little moments, and forget the reasons, and always remember the reasons why you fell in love with each other. Your wedding day is just the beginning. Please join me in raising it to toast everyone to this new happy couple, and may your marriage be filled with endless love, joy, and prosperity. To my son and his new life. Thank you very much.
Incredible night. We're only like halfway through the night. I mean, we still got dancing to do. But I just want to say thank you so much for everyone here. We know this is not an easy place to get to. Whether you took a plane or a ferry, whether your plane got rerouted and then you took a ferry, we know that it took effort and we really, really appreciate it. It's such a special place for us. It was one of the first trips that we took together as a couple. With our family, both your side, my side, family trips. We have last night when we had dinner, we had sort of like a memorabilia of some of the things that James saved over the years. He had a little trunk that he would keep special things in. One of the things was a ticket from that first date to that Bruins game, which is crazy. Like, we didn't know each other. Why did he keep that? One of the other things was a crossword that I had made him from all of our different memories, our first Valentine's Day and our first year together. And one of the first questions was, the first clue, our favorite island, and the answer was Nantucket. That's before my family has been lucky enough to have a place here. It just is such a special place. It has so many memories, both for us individually, both for our families individually, and now for us as a partnership. And we really so appreciate you all being here. I also want to say thank you to both of our families, our friends. Putting this together was a lot. And we took on so much ourselves, and we had so much help over the last 4 days from friends, from family, hanging up these paper lanterns, chasing them over the bluffs when the winds came in. And it could not have been done without people in this room. Like, this was an incredible feat to put on, and in less than a year, I mean, it was crazy. And for those of you, this year has been big for me and James. We've had a lot going on. And so much of this was taken on by a lot of my mom. From planning. James and I looked at different places. You know, we have a lot of special places up in New Hampshire, up at Waterville. James's family's had a condo up there. It's been such a special place for their family. We looked all over in New England. And when we found this place at Wade Cottages, we're like, how cool would it be? What a special, unique spot. It would take a lot of work, but we can do that. Yeah, we had day jobs, we did other stuff, and my mom was making phone calls for every single thing. Seriously, she has a binder put together. She's going to be a wedding planner in the next life. But beyond just making the calls, like hanging these swag curtains, standing on coolers yesterday, being up till 3 in the morning, incredible. Just so much effort from you, and we appreciate it so much. I want to say thank you again. And I want to say thank you to our families, our friends. We would not be who we are without everyone under this tent. We really are all truly a family, whether it is by blood relationships, whether it's marriage, whether it's college friends, high school friends, elementary school friends, kindergarten friends. Like, we really are truly a family. And with that, we would love to open the dance floor.
Just let me state for the record, we're giving